So the easiest way to get started with React is to add React to a web page, and you can start experimenting with it. So this was just a quick search for React. One of the first things that comes up is getting started. And what we could end up doing here is we could end up trying React. So one of the things that's here, there's some online playgrounds, but what I'm going to do is click on the link, add React to an HTML page. And what I'm going to do is grab two React packages from CDNs, which are basically content delivery networks. You could also search for React CDNs. And all React is a JavaScript library. It's a JavaScript library that's going to allow us to interact with the DOM in an opinionated way, but in a way that's going to make our code a lot more maintainable. So that's really why we're going down this path. So in terms of getting started, what I'm going to do here is just make a directory. I'm going to call this React demo. Let's CD into it. I'm going to touch an index.html page. I'm going to open that index.html page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to my page these two React scripts. And so here I've got the two scripts. Let me open up my index.html page in the editor. And all we're going to do really in terms of getting started is we're actually just going to see whether or not we can find the libraries that we're looking for. When I say find them, we're going to see that basically once we end up pulling them in from these CDNs, which is a fancy way of saying this is just a site that is hosting these files, giving us access to them. What I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to take a script and put it over here. And I'm putting it in the body of my page because I'm going to, in the end, use it to manipulate the DOM. And once I end up doing that, even before I do that, let's go over here. So I can actually use the console itself. If I've got my HTML page opened up here, and I'm going to end up refreshing this, even within the console, and again, I get some information here about React because these libraries ended up loading. If I just type in React, React is available to me. I see that it returns something, React DOM. So even right from the console, since these scripts ended up loading, I end up getting access to the two libraries that I need to start out with React. So just also to see it here, if I do a console.log React, I'll see the same thing. And if I refresh this again, I'll see those two libraries. So this is actually how you can get the React libraries. Again, as you start to develop, you're going to find that there are other ways to do this. You're going to end up using Webpack rather than grabbing these from necessarily from a CDN. But just to get started and understand the main concepts, this is probably the quickest way to get started.